I decided I would buy a record player for my class, and I ended up going overboard and buying 12 different ones because I wanted to see how they sounded and which one was the best. So I thought I'd share my results with you here. First up is the Crosley Cruiser. It's one of the biggest selling suitcase style record players of all time. Next up is the Crosley Voyager. It's kind of like the Crosley Cruiser, but bigger speakers, about the same price. This is the Crosley Anthology. This is the Beatles version. It comes with a Crosley branded magnetic cartridge. And here we have the Crosley Portfolio. This is the same thing as the Beatles Yellow Submarine version. And here we have the Crosley Keepsake. I know of 4 versions of this. Some have magnetic cartridges, some have ceramic cartridges. This one has a magnetic cartridge. And here's another Crosley Keepsake. But this one comes with the Audio Technica AT3600L. This is the cool looking Crosley Collegiate, and it came with a Audio Technica 3600L as well. This one's called the Crosley Snap, and the speakers are hinged and they kind of fold out to the side. It comes with the Audio Technica 3600L as well. This is the Crosley Retrospect. It's kind of like the Keepsake, but it came out later. It's a little bit smaller. This is an old classroom record player made by Audiotronics. This is a 304A model. This one's mono. It's got one big 6x9 speaker on it. And it also has a flip ceramic cartridge with LP on one side and 78 on the other. This one is an Electrohome player. It comes with a ceramic cartridge, and of all these record players, it's the only one that holds a LP with the lid shut. And last up is the Victrola Revolution Go. It comes with an Audio Technica 3600L magnetic cartridge, and it's the only one that comes with a built-in rechargeable battery. For the sound test, to be fair, I put new needles on all the used ones that I got. And I did all the recordings with the record players in the same spot, about 4 feet away with the stereo mics. And I separated them in the video between those that have front firing speakers and those that have side firing speakers. And I did that because the recordings sound better with the front firing speakers, because the sound's going directly to the mic. Whereas the side firing ones, the sound has to first bounce off the walls before it reaches the microphone. So they don't record as nicely. All right, let's see how they stack up. In 12th place, I'm putting the Crosley Cruiser. The speakers are really tiny and it puts out a very thin sound, almost no bass and no mid-range. Only slightly better than the Cruiser is the Crosley Portfolio. I thought this was going to be a lot better since it has a really good cartridge on it, but it sounds very thin and it distorts very easily as soon as you turn up the volume. In 10th place, I put the Crosley Anthology. It's got a decent range of sound, but it distorts at higher volumes. In 9th place, we got the Crosley Retrospect. It's a little better than the Anthology, probably due to its cartridge, but not that loud, not that great. And coming in 8th is the Audiotronics 304A. It's the loudest of them all, and it's got the best bass. But the highs are really shrill, and I found it hard to listen to for long periods of time. I'm placing the Crosley Collegiate in 7th place. It's got a decent range of sound, and I like it has a tone control, which some of these don't have, but it doesn't get very loud. And in 6th place is the Electrohome. I was really pleasantly surprised by this one. It's very well built, and the sound is really good even though it has a ceramic cartridge, and it gets pretty loud with no distortion. It also has a auto return, which very few of these have. I put the Crosley Snap in 5th place. It's kind of like the Electrohome, has a good range of sound, it gets loud, and I like how the speakers fold out. It gives pretty good stereo separation, a lot better than most of these. And in 4th, the Crosley Voyager. This is the newer version with the enclosed speakers, and it sounds really good. It has a good volume. It's still available today, and it's a good price. They're around $60 right now on Amazon. In 3rd and 2nd, I'm putting the two Crosley Keepsakes. They both have a good range of sound. They have a lot deeper bass than most of these do, and they also have a tone control, and they have auto return. I would probably put them maybe even first, but you can only get them used right now. And of the two, the Audio Technica cartridge one is probably the better one. And that leaves the Victrola Revolution Go in my 1st place. I was really surprised by the sound of this really small unit. The bass is strong, it gets pretty loud, it's got a good range of tones, and it can run on the internal rechargeable battery. It can play Bluetooth. I think the only mark against it is the plastic build quality. And that's how the Suitcase players stack up. I hope you found this helpful.